Hi guys, welcome to Healing Roots Botanicals. My name is Katura, and tonight we are going to, or today on this lovely day, we are going to talk about the healing properties of plants. So this channel is going to be all about plants and how plants can be utilized to assist and support us in healing our actual physical bodies, our spirits, and our souls. Okay, so you see I have an abundance of plants in front of me. I actually went to several stores over the last few days and I bought a ton of plants. Okay, I bought these because I'm addicted to plants. If you're addicted to plants too, drop it in the comments. Tell me how much you spend a month on plants, okay, just out of curiosity. I am on a patio. I live in an apartment complex, so you may hear some background noise during the recording, but hopefully you're able to pick up on what I'm saying, okay? So I have all these plants because I want to first and foremost show how there are so many options available to us when it comes to healing, okay? You don't have to pick the same path that I chose. You don't have to do the same things, right? Like maybe you're not into plants. Maybe you're into gardening, which is another version of, botany. Maybe you're into cats, dogs, whatever it is for you. The goal is to find something that assists and support your healing journey, but something that brings you a sense of peace and allows you to tap into your creative endeavors or opportunities or creative senses, I guess you could say. And for me, it happened to come by means of planting and cooking. So those are my two vices. So let's just take a look at a couple of things that I have here. So, you guys, a lot of these are rescues, okay? A lot of these are rescues, and I'm going to get into the message and the point in this reading, but I want to just show how you can take something that someone else has thrown away and turn it into a treasure. You know the saying, one man's gift is another man's, or one man's trash is another man's treasure. So that's kind of what this is. Not all of these were rescues, but you'll see this Anthurium Samora White. She was on sale at $11 for $11, typically $22.50. I have one of these, but it's the pink and it's clearly gone kaput. Okay, I am a new plant mom. I've probably been planting, I don't know, maybe the last like 6 to 9 months. I've had some plants for a few years, but just never really got into it. I would always hear my ancestors say botany, 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 and I'm like, what the heck? For probably the last 5 years, I've been hearing that, and I just never really like tapped into it or tried to pay any attention to it. I do believe in herbal medicine. I do a lot of herbal medicine, medicinal practices, so I have a lot that I do, like, inside my house, obviously, and I've thought about growing my own like herbs and stuff to grow and create my own medicines, because I do work in healthcare during the day. I'm a nurse. So anyways, this is my other thing. So let me get back to what I'm talking about. Y'all gonna realize that I will squirrel, jump over there, and then come back over here. Okay, so this is an Anthurium Samora White. Like I said, I have the pink one, but she gone, and I'm gonna talk about that. She's gonna be the main topic for today's message. Okay, this is a philodendron. I don't know the rest of it. I know it's a philodendron though. I can typically tell because they have like those little sheaths. I'm just kind of familiarizing myself with the plants too, so I may misspeak or get something wrong. This is a Monstera Addisoni, and I got this for $12 too. It's like the Swiss cheese Monstera. I actually have been wanting one of these. My mom and I went to a big box store yesterday, and I was about to buy one, but I was like, no, I'll just wait. And then today we were in our local Green Acres, which is our local nursery, and I was like, oh, this is $12. My mom's like, just get it, get it, get it. So I got that. And then I have a neon pothos here. Okay, if you guys are curious about like prices or anything like that, just ask and I'll drop it in the comments for you. And then this is a philodendron, the silver philodendron. I've been trying not to buy philodendrons because I will tell you that I have a few, and which if you want a house tour or apartment tour, let me know. I have a ton of plants inside. This is a begonia rex, like a dinosaur begonia, I think is what I saw online. And I got this off of the clearance rack, so it was only like $4. You see it's dead, but that's okay. That's okay. That's quite all right. I will take dead leaves and all of that. This is a pilea, I think, or something like that. Oh, peperomia. I always get the pileas and peperomias mixed up, but the peperomias have thicker, they're more like a succulent type plant. That's what they remind me of, at least the body of it. Okay, and I got this off of the clearance rack too. Look at this girl. She is like, which way am I gonna go? But anyways, another clearance rack item. And then I got this beautiful philodendron cocoa red. This was actually like hidden in my local big box store, but you can see it's already got a new leaf sprouting here, another one here. So I'm gonna take this, and it's just beautiful, like the color of the leaves. This one was like split off, but I was like, it's all good, you know, like you'll learn in today's message, I have no problem with things not wanting to be, you know, here with me. And then this one, I thought this was so fascinating. I've never seen one like this, but this is a homolomina, something like that. I hope I'm not mispronouncing it. If so, it's all right. But look at how beautiful it is. It just has these very like zebra and like prints, and you can tell that like every leaf has something different. I just think is beautiful. And like the texture is more like a soft velvety texture, which I also think is beautiful. All right, so let me set these down. So the message today is about detaching and embracing and accepting things that are no longer meant to stay in your life for whatever reason, whether that be you've outgrown it. It could be because it's no longer good for you, like it's causing you harm. It could be something around, you know, and this could be a person, a situation, an experience, a thought process. A lot of this stuff is trapped in our minds. And these are the messages that I get from like planting and gardening. And it's just like, I just get these things shown to me, and I'm like, all right, let's go, God, let's go, Spirit, like let's get it. Like, what do you want us to know? Like, I'm always open to learning, and I love to take regular experiences in life and turn them into, you know, spiritual experiences. I'm a Pisces, by the way, so Pisces, if you're a Pisces, actually drop your zodiac sign in the comments. I'm curious to see how many planters are specific signs. But anyways, so whatever the reason is, sometimes you've just outgrown things. Most of the time it's just that those things are no longer aligned with where you're going, where you desire to go, or where Spirit wants to take you. Oh, a yellow monarch just flew by. Oh my God, I love it, I love it. That's alignment. Okay, anyways, so yeah, so whatever the reason is, it's the same thing with plants. Plants are just like people. They're living things. And, you know, sometimes living things, if you live life long enough, things need to fall off. Things need to fall by the wayside. We're not meant to hold on and to store and to like keep everything as close to us as we think, because in order for you to be able to grow as a human, you need to be stretched, you need to be expanded. And so plants remind me of that. This philodendron in particular has reminded me of that. I had this philodendron for probably the last, I'll say almost a year and a half. And when I brought it home, it was a rescue. I bought it from a big box store, and I probably bought it for like maybe $10. I had no idea what it was. I didn't know the name of it. I didn't even know like anything about it. I just thought it was pretty. I brought it home. A couple of months after I had it, it started sprouting these pink flowers, and I was like, what the heck is this? Like, I didn't even know that you had flowers. It had probably 6 or 7 leaves, and it was just beautiful. It was stunning. I moved her and some other plants around because I needed to make space for, like, I was trying to like group them together. If you want a house tour or an apartment tour, I'll show you, but I have things kind of grouped together based on what I think and what I've learned that they need. And so this plant decided when I moved her that she was doing fine. She had only 2 leaves left though. The others had fallen off. I've repotted her a couple of times. You'll notice that I have this little system here. I've been trying to create my own system of like self-watering. So I bought some rope. If you want a video on that, let me know and I'll drop it in the comments. But I bought this rope for that. And so I've been repotting my plants like in sections, and I know it's not good to just repot them just because you feel like it, but I've been doing this because I want to create a better system for me and watering. And anyways, it's my house. You can do what you want. Like Tabitha Brown says, do what you want, but don't come over here trying to mess up what I got going on. Because if it's working for me, it's working for me. And I'm very, like, just my personality, I'm very inventive. I like to think outside of the box, and I also like to come up with ways of doing things that work for me. And that's all that matters, is that it works for me. So anyways, if you do have any suggestions, I'm always open to listen and to hear, guys. I watch so many like plant videos. I study planting, I study botany, I study the life of a plant. Like, I'm really into like learning, but I don't need, you know, criticism, because that ain't, good luck, Chuck. Anyway, say what you want, I don't have to listen to it. But anyways, so this plant, like many others, have decided that they don't want to live here. And they do that by showing this sign here. If you are falling over, clearly you don't want to be here. Either I'm not giving you enough light, I'm overwatering you, underwatering you, you don't have enough humidity, there's something lacking, something that I'm not able to give to you that you need. Well, it's no different than our relationships. Sometimes relationships that you have with friends, with family, with people in general, are not receiving what they need from you, and you're not receiving what you need from them in order to thrive. And a part of that comes with learning to just simply detach and let go. And so my mom and I were talking, and you know, we went to the store together. We typically buy plants together or go planting together. And I wanted this, so I was like, I'm gonna get this because the one that I have at home is dead. It's gone. And she came in and she looked and she's like, this is not dead, it's green. You can save it. I said, but I don't want to. And she's like, it's fine, just no, don't throw it away, don't throw it away. I said, Mom, listen, it's gone. It doesn't want to live here. If she's doing this, if sis is doing this, sis don't want to be here. So I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna look at the roots and just see if there's anything here. Now I've been learning about like propagating and stuff like that, so I may try to, like, oh, the roots actually look pretty good on here. You can see I need to wash it off, but look at how healthy the root system is. So I may try to like put this in. Oh, it's got a little bit of root rot though. You can tell because it's like mushy. So it does have a little bit of root rot. So I probably will wash this off. See, you notice what I'm doing right here? I don't know if this is like completely wrong in the plant world, but again, I do what I do. She's got root rot, so that's why she's falling off like this. My shears are clean. I'm gonna just cut and I'm gonna show you. You see this? This is why she doesn't want to be here. Clearly, I haven't been a good mama to her. And it doesn't mean that I'm a bad mama. It just means that I haven't been able to support her. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just cut, and I usually will just cut down as like in sections until I get to a section that's no longer rotted. She definitely has root rot. Well, she's gonna be gone. So you'll notice I'm just cutting her all the way down. There's nothing here. So, okay, that's gone. That's okay. It's not that easy to cut off people in situations, experiences that you have in life. But if you learn how to detach with the perception that things are always going to be better when you release what is no longer benefiting your life, it makes it a lot easier. And that starts with just accepting that life is cyclical. Things in life are cyclical. Nothing in our lives is meant to just stay and last forever, except for your relationship with yourself and your relationship with spirit. So my recommendation and my advice for this message is that you embrace detaching by assessing plants. If you have plants, if you're a plant parent, release what's no longer benefiting your space. If something is hanging over like this leaf was, it's yellowing, clearly it's got some burn, right? So it's burnt here, it's hanging over, it's not upright. If it doesn't look like it's supposed to look, meaning you don't have peace in your heart, you don't have stability in your mind, and you feel disconnected from it. I've been disconnected from this because I'm like, you're just laying sideways. Let it go. Release it. Release it. And instead, replace it with something that is thriving and that's going to allow you to thrive as well. All right. So the art of detachment learned through this Anthurium. What an amazing way to learn. The plants are just so supportive in helping us to realize, embrace, and accept things. And I think this is probably one of the hardest things to accept, is that not all things are meant to be revived. Some things are meant to just be left to die. And you know, it's reminding me of that Bible verse that says, let the dead bury the dead. It's not to be insensitive or to show that you don't care. Instead, you're showing more compassion because you're taking yourself into consideration and your future. And if you don't put yourself first, ladies, I'm talking to y'all. If you don't put yourself first, no one else will. And so for me, I'm not going to allow this Anthurium that I clearly did something to disrupt the rest of my system. And so what I do is I get rid of and I replace with something better or something different. And this is going to thrive. It's going to thrive because I've learned the lessons from this experience, not to bring them into this experience. And that's exactly why detachment is so beautiful, because you've learned the lessons that would have never been learned if you didn't have this experience. All right, guys, I hope this resonated with you. I hope that you gained something just as I have through this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful plant here. And I'm grateful for the memories and the time that we had. This plant got me through a lot. I was going through a lot of intense healing when I first bought this. It got me through a lot, and this is going to take me to my next level. I hope the same for you and your plants. Have the most amazing night, and don't forget, everything starts in the roots. I'll see you next time. Bye. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you later. Bye.